Namaste. Hello. Hope you all are doing amazing. Phoenix here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you all for being here. I do have some messages. This is regarding your worth. Okay. I'm asking Spirit to be with me. Always. I just got it's a gospel song. I think his name, Patterson. The song. Okay, I am not a religious or spiritual person. I know God. And you have to take those paths to get there. But once you understood what it means, you are to drop the labels and go beyond the ego, the persona of religion and spirituality. Okay, let's get that straight, right? But the song Always, it's a verse in there. He says, "Be with me, you will be with me always." And yeah, so it's just always. So anyway, but I want to give you all some messages that I got throughout the day, and I'm gonna do some card pulls to elaborate more on this. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Gender is fluid. Flip the roles as they need to be. I don't like saying that, but sometimes people can personalize tarot, and tarot is general, right? I tap into a collective of energy. It doesn't mean that I'm tapping directly into your energy. And if I am tapping directly into your energy, it's because your higher self has a message that only you need to hear. And the way that I can translate it is the way that you will be able to understand. That makes sense. And so that will be the dominant message that comes out, okay? I'm just breathing because the energy is already hitting me. Okay, so anyway, the messages that came in today, it was about your energy, okay? Like the type of energy that you have, right? And so your energy has the vibrational frequency of abundance. And so what I mean by that, what your guides mean by that is, you know how some people say, man, yes, I hear you. So you may not perceive yourself as money, but that is a lot of you all vibrational frequency is that of money. 2, 3, 4 you all could be saying, and 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6 you all could be saying it is of money. That is you all's vibrational frequency is abundant. It is money, okay? And so you've been blocked. You could have been blocked to see that, okay? And so the message that came through was that your energy is like money, right? So you know how they say money makes people, like money can make people assholes. Like money make people bad, or money is the root to all evil type energy. It's not that money is the root to all evil. Money amplifies the type of person that you are, right? And so if you're an asshole, you're going to be a rich asshole. If you're a loving person, you're going to be a rich, loving person, right? That's what your energy does to people, okay? Your energy is that of the vibrational frequency of money, okay? And so it's like when you come around people, okay, your energy amplifies their assholishness, or it amplifies their goodness, right? And it does that because it exposes people true intentions, right? Just like money does. Money will expose someone's true intentions. That's what your energy does. It exposes people's truth, okay? And so that's the type of energy that you have. A lot of people are afraid of you because of that. They don't know how to take you. They don't know how to, you make them uncomfortable. A lot of people are afraid when they get loads of money, okay? 555 on my timer. They are afraid of money. A lot of people repel money, right? That's why they repel you, right? Because you are money, right? You are abundance, right? You are everything, okay? And no thing. My crown chakra is lit up, okay? I want to scratch it, but I got to set on. I won't take it off because I've been guided to cover my crown. Ooh. And so you are that, okay? And so people repel it, okay? And just like the Most High was telling me that people are repulsed with the idea of the Most High, right? And it's out of fear, it's out of lack of knowing, it's out of shame, it's out of guilt, it's out of fear, it's out of lying, stealing, lust, greed. It's out of those things, right? But the only reason, because they don't know him. They don't know themselves, right? If this is making sense. They don't know themselves. They don't believe themselves to be good. So they don't believe the Most High to be good. And so they repel the Most High within them. They can't fathom, why would the Most High want to live within me? Because I am this, I am that, I am that. That is your program, right? So that was something that came up, okay? And then another thing that came up, okay, I heard a quote from a young lady. This was something that I wrote this morning. The quote said, "Shade coming from a tree that bears no fruit should not bother you at all." I had to listen to that 3 times because I was the type of person who will always care what others think. And because I was that type of person, my spiritual senses were hyper booming. That channel, that collective picks up on the collective. It picks up on other people's, right? And you have to understand this from a spiritual standpoint and a physical standpoint, right? If you are someone who has, man, as above, so below, so within, so without, okay? And so your physical boundaries determines your spiritual boundaries, if that makes sense, right? And so if you don't have boundaries in the physical realm, you don't know how to have boundaries in the spirit realm. That was something that I had to learn because I cared. And that's why you go through, some people, for me it was that way, why I had to go through so much healing before my gifts, not my gifts, but my soul's abilities became more aware to me, was because I had piss poor boundaries in the physical realm. And that's the reason I turned off my comments. I let people get too close to me. You know, doing freebies and stuff like that. Like, it's like I was just giving out my energy. Now, that has nothing to do with you all. I offer these services because from my heart space, not from a wounded space. It's like I really want to help, right? And it's just like, it can become, because I do that physically, thank you, Spirit, spiritually, souls will come to me for help, if that makes sense, right? And so I was the type of person that cared about what people felt, cared about what people thought. I cared. And because I'm so open, right? Collectively, it will all come to me. I will receive it all. I get it all from people that I meet, from family members, even in this house. Like, yeah. And so I'm learning how to put up boundaries, to keep people's shit with them. And I do me with me. Now for my son and my daughter-in-law, yes, because I want to help them, right? 11/11, you all could be seeing. But it had come to a point to where I was just, that's neither here nor there. But this is what was coming up, okay? About you caring what people think, okay? Y'all got to excuse my voice sound. I know it sounds a little weird. I don't know what that is. I think I'm going through this throat chakra activation, okay? Because my voice sounds cringe to me, okay? And so, I've been speaking my truth, okay? And so that's just what it is. And so, and then I saw that quote after I realized that. And it says, a tree that shade coming from a tree that bears no fruit should not bother you at all. And 12:12 on my timer, and I was just like, wow, like, that speaks for itself, okay? And so that was another thing that came up. And my dream I had, I don't want to get too much up into it, but this was about the wounding of the scapegoat wound. So you all could be healing from the scapegoat wound. That was something that I healed from already, like feeling like it's my fault why something didn't work out, feeling like I'm the reason something didn't go right. No, baby. Shit happened the way that it happened, and shit didn't have nothing to do with me. So I healed from that a long time ago. So that's something you all could be healing, okay? Because in my dream, I saw like people talking, like a whole bunch of people talking in this space. And a guy, he dropped something and it fell on the girl. And the girl said, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, oh, please forgive me. Please forgive me. And the dude was just looking at her like, yeah, like you did this. And so she just bought it, right? Because she said it first, like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And she just bought it. Like, okay, yeah, like it did. He was like, yeah, you did this. Like, then he went off on her. And so she just grabbed her stuff and she just left. And everybody was just looking. And it created like a ripple effect throughout the room. And it was just in like the man blaming the woman, it was the woman blaming the man. And it just went on and on and on and on and on. And it was even little children doing it, right? And so I was like, oh, collective is healing the scapegoat energy, right? The energy of, it's my fault that something like this happened, right? It's not your fault. Things happened the way that it happened because it was supposed to fucking happen just like that. That was the energy, right? And then another thing I got, I've been having to write, like, my grandkids be drawing all of my books. And so I'm having to like write, yeah, 1444 on my timer. And then another message I got, okay, this was about the world, okay? This is something that's changing for you all. You all are going to see things differently, okay? because the world is the world. It does what it do. Okay, this is going to help you with your claircognizance. Okay, and this is the energy that I've been picking up on. It's all about your claircognizance, how you receive claircognizance, right? And so that was something that was coming up about the world being the world, and you not taking not taking blame for it. And I think this is going to help me clear my PTSD also, because this was like a long time coming, because I blamed myself for what happened to me in the military. I blamed myself for that. Yeah. And so, yeah. So maybe that dream was for me. You know, maybe it wasn't for you all, but it can help you all if you all are the type of people who was scapegoated growing up, okay? So maybe this can help you, okay? Because when it's a large amount of people in my dream, with the fool taking a leap of faith, when it's a large amount of people in my dream, it's usually collective, okay? Whew. I have the Emperor here and the Fool, okay? God is in boss lady, male or female's energy. And it was just like the world is going to do the world. It's going to do it, okay, regardless. And it was just like, man, ancestral-wise. Okay, let me read it. Because I'm feeling so much energy and I'm trying to focus here. And I'm trying to see what this energy has to say. And this shit is flowing through me. And oh my goodness, what am I listening to? My higher self? Oh my God. Ooh, this energy is my higher self. My goodness. Ooh. I got to ground this. Look, I'm starting to shake. Okay. Sorry. What this good? What goodness? Okay. Okay, the world is the world. It does what it does. Okay. It does what it does. Right? Allow it to be, right? It's collective and ancestry. That's still in your ancestors are still in the collective. Believing it's a part of their this message was from someone ancestors. Your ancestors are still a part of that collective. Believing that it still is a human. It's still like your ancestors are still passing judgment. I don't know. Sorry. When you understand the construct of Adam and Eve, it wasn't merely about men's original sin. Adam and Eve was about the first program, right? The program of shame, right? Eve biting the apple of good knowledge of good and evil, right? That eating from that tree, right? Eating the fruit of that tree. And so before she ate of that fruit, she didn't know no separation, right? That's considered like the child, right? The child, when the child is born into this realm, right? And then they become programmed. We start telling them that they're doing wrong. We start telling them that they are lies. We start telling them that they need to be ashamed. We start telling them that they're good and they're bad and this is right and that is wrong, right? That's when they gain knowledge on how to be in this world, right? That is something that we do, right? And so I'm getting the energy of that construct. Like, your ancestors are still in the split, believing the story of the patriarchal, I can't even say that word, spirit. That patriarch energy of the Christian Bible, okay, the colonization. Some of our ancestors are still in that realm, okay? They haven't made the connection yet, okay? But they're going to make the connection, okay? It's okay, it speaks, it's energy. The connection has been made, okay? And so they're realizing, you know, it wasn't about them doing something wrong. They were trained to do something wrong. I hope this is making sense for somebody. Ooh, because she's... If it don't, you ain't ready yet, okay? It's just what it is. I'm not here to hold your hand through this. If you go back to my previous videos, I speak about all of this, okay? Yeah, and so, let me get some messages, Spirit, because, oh my goodness. Sorry. It's the energy, my goodness. I'm trying to ground this energy, okay? It's a little bit more potent. What is this energy, Spirit? What's the energy, Spirit? Give me something on this energy, Spirit. Akashic Records. Yeah, you guys are gonna see something. Something as old as the crystals, okay? You knew. Crystal caves. You all come from the crystal caves. Man, Garden of Eden, like, I'm hearing like inner earth. The inner earth, the Garden of Eden, okay? This is where you all come from. You're going to look at the shamans. I cannot look at that. You're going to feel this, like, man. Okay. Let me ground this, okay? Hold on a second. Let me pause this. All right. And so, my goodness, okay. This is the energy of the ancients, okay? I have the ancient ones here because I saw that the card from my other tarot, and I saw the card from my other, what is it called? Priestess of the Light. The shamanism, that shaman oracle tarot, where the girl was covering her mouth like things she wasn't supposed to speak, okay? This is the energy that I'm feeling because I'm trying to get it out, but it's just like, it's not coming, okay? Because I don't know, like, it's being acted out in this video, okay? This may be some energy that you may not understand, and it's just like your power is so strong you don't even recognize it. And this is familiar because when I first started channeling my own energy, becoming aware of my own energy, sitting with my own energy, it felt like something foreign to me. It felt like something so powerful. I didn't know what the fuck it was, and it scared me. And so this is how powerful you guys are, okay? That's why you repel people, okay? It's showing up in my video. You repel people. You make people speak, and they don't even know why they fucking speaking. And so it's this type of energy. It's like you house some ancient knowledge, right? Just like what was coming up for me, right? What was coming up while I was doing this channeling about, you know, the first programming with Adam and Eve, right? Like, that was the original program. That's when the program happened. Like, the snake could be representation of the program, right? And it's no, man, It's not your fault, right? It's not your fault. You could be a mother or father. You know, we're just doing what we were taught to do, right? And so you're going to have to forgive yourself. Wow, that's why you all feel like you're not worthy, okay? Because of that energy. I've been saying this about, you know, you guys going to have to release that from you, okay? You're going to have to drop your religion's mask. Remember, there is no self, so there can be no religion. You have to associate yourself with the religion. You have to associate yourself with a creed, a title. There has to be a persona that says, I am a religion person. And I've been breaking this down for myself with my PTSD. It's not you that's saying that. It's the energy and it's the persona that's saying that. It is the wounds of your ancestors. It is the wounds of the collective that is whispering that to you. And you are carrying that with you. And it wants to speak. You wants to speak it, but you have like an invisible hand over your mouth that's preventing you from speaking its truth. Man, that's that invisible barrier, like that sentinel energy, that energy that tries to keep you a part of a structure that you are ready to come up from. Okay, you're guys, and I'm using these biblical terms because they are creating a frame. Okay, and so you guys are being brung up from Egypt. Okay, ooh, you are your own Moses. Okay, the hero's journey, the fool. Okay, that fool card, right? Ooh, okay, and so maybe you all have been considering going to get acupunctures, okay? To allow the energy to flow through you, okay? But this is very much giving me Kundalini energy, okay? You all could have been like shamans in a past life, because this is giving me that energy of you going to the underworld and gathering yourself, gathering your past lives, those versions of you that was stuck in that heavy religious programming, okay? This is what this is giving to me. Okay, and so this is something that you all are clearing from right now. Like you're healing from this. Yeah, your Akashic records are exposing this, opening up doors. You're being guided to where, I don't know, more spiritual adornment. This is going to help you clear some witches' wounds, okay? For you to speak what you are. This is going to help you clear some wounds for you to speak it, for you to wear it like a creed, okay? So you can honor your honor your past, like honor the life you lived as a true, like, Aborigines. I don't know why I heard that. The true Aborigines, a true Native American, right? A true someone that was of the lands, right? Hoodoo, whatever your practice is, right? Whatever your ancestors practice, right? And then it's like slowly but surely the colonization came into play to where it made you ashamed. This could look like people in your outside reality. You could have been born within the family that was very strong religious. It doesn't have to be Christianity. It could be many different religions, okay? You could have been born and brung up in that type of energy, right? That's keeping you shame, quiet, not speaking your truth. People could be asking you, I think that's why Spirit had me talk about what I am. I don't consent to any of that shit, because at the end of the day, they're all masked. It's not, I adorn that archetype. I adorn the archetype to get me where I needed to be. And so now I no longer, I'm already like, went to that step. I no longer wear the archetype as my cloak, if that makes sense. I am attempting or on my way to being naked again, okay? And that is where you all are being guided to go, being naked, wild, and not being afraid, ashamed to show your fucking truth, to show your natural white or black ass. You guys are being invited to that energy, to just show up in your authentic true self, okay? And this could be whatever it is for you, okay? This is a variety of things, so I can't really say what it is for you, but this is a variety. You are being guided to show, I am aware, to show what it is, like a badge of honor, what got you there, right? Whew. You guys are spiritual engineers, okay? I've been saying this for a minute in my readings. You could be Life Path 22, don't have to be. But you are the master builders here. You are here to lead the younger generation, to be like a role model for the younger generation, okay? You all could be considered crystal children. Like crystals sing to you, like sing. You all can feel the vibrational frequencies of crystals, like crystal grids. You all could be guided to make crystal grids in your house or around your home, okay, as a barrier, okay, for energetic things in the outside reality, okay? Towers. What is that stone? I have this stone on the back of my phone, shungite. You all could be guided, and it helps protect against radio magnetic frequencies that's emitted from the phone, the TV, and the microwaves. So you all are being guided to use something like that. If it resonates with you, if it does, cool. If it doesn't, please fucking put it down, okay? Like the fucking hot potato. Yeah. And so you guys could be being called to do that at this time, okay? Whatever the fuck your guides are working on with you, it is going to be massive. There's going to be a massive shift come this new moon. When is this full moon? On the 3rd or the 4th, okay? It's huge, okay? It's huge, whatever this is. You guys have amazing problem-solving skills, okay? Your knowledge of spirituality, psychology, and a science to bring, and your sincerity to bring is so needed at this time. It can solve so many problems. Like, it's just, your vibrational frequency has a solution for a lot of things, okay? And you may not even be aware of that. But this is something that's going to be revealed to you. You could be guided to read more books, okay? Whew. You could be guided to go back to school, okay? It's something about whatever you go back to school, whatever you train yourself to do, your synapses in your brain is going to fire, and there will be a remembering. This fucking door will open and things will hit you and all make sense. 3333 on the timer. It will all make sense because it's just, you just need to remember. You just need to remember. And just because you don't get it right the first time, God damn it, do it a fucking again, okay? You know, we good for that. I don't give a fuck who you are. We all done it. Oh, it don't work for me. Oh, that don't work. Do the fucking shit again and again and again, okay? Like, just do it again. Do it again. Failure does not, like, and if you have to do it again, that means that you're learning that failure that word doesn't mean any fucking thing. If you are guided to do it again, sometimes that's just maybe your fucking lesson. To gather up the fucking willpower to do it. So your power may actually come from the willpower of doing it, even in the sacred act of doing it again. That's where your power may need to come from. That sacred act of pushing through. That's where your power just may come from. You never fucking know. Okay, so do it a fucking again, do it again, do it again, do it again until, let me tell you. Tell you funny. Well, I had a crystal ball, and I would sit with this crystal ball every morning, and nothing would happen. And I said, you know what? I don't give a fuck no more. And I said, this is the last time I'm finna grab this fucking crystal ball. And no shit, I grabbed that motherfucker. I sat with it, and I just felt my brain, whatever this was going on up in here, link up to my forehead, like linked up and down to my heart space. It was like a linking. And I kind of went like, and I was just there. And I heard communication. And I was aware that it was happening, but I wasn't a part of it. It's like I was witnessing the communication happening between my higher self and my heart, that link. And I think it was the very act of me saying, releasing the expectations that this had to happen today, that I needed this to happen today. And so now it just happens. Another time I did it, I was hearing like ISIS, and then I had to clear a fear of being possessed. And so it came again, it happened. I had me a little crystal ball with the like the Eye of Ra in there or something, I don't remember. And it was just like ISIS. And then I heard like clearing possession. And I was like, what the fuck, am I being possessed? Oh my God. And then I freaked out. And then it didn't happen no more after that, because the spirit don't ever want to fucking scare you. It's only you any damn way, right? It's all you. It's just like when you don't know, you get scared, but it's all you. It's all you. It's your higher self, okay? Especially if you don't dabble in the only type of, I don't know how to say this, because everybody has their own opinions, right? Man, this brings me back to one of my followers. She mentioned something. She said about like, and then I did say it's about what you believe. If you believe that you are the creator of your own universe, whatever you believe, so shall it be. That's all I'm gonna say. It's all within the mind. Everything is mental. The universe is mental. Reading is fundamental, okay? You all can take that however it resonates. Holistic skincare specialist, okay. It's like you all are like, I don't know, like going through a rejuvenation is what I'm seeing. Like you're being rejuvenated. Spiritual retreat host, like you're giving your old version of you a proper barrier. Like, man, it's like you, like your skin. Oh my gosh, like I'm seeing like in the past life to where you all could have been like mummified or something, but you look flawless. Something about your skincare regimen, something that you guys did in the past life. I'm seeing like your skincare, it looks flawless to where it doesn't even look like you decompose that much. That sounds weird, but that's what I'm seeing. And you could have hosted these types of things. You've come here to fully awaken. Whoever you are, you know who the fuck you are. You've come here to fully awaken. And I'm feeling like when I'm hearing you didn't awaken, like somebody started getting into your head, and so you didn't believe. And you just stopped, you gave up. And that's why I remember when I said that if I pick up on something that's personal, you'll know it's for you. It's because your guide is here with me, and that needs to come out, right? And so this felt very personal for someone. So you could have a lot of distractions around you, but that's showing up purposely to show you where you need to clear that from. And we have past lives and the spiritual writer. Yeah. You've written in the Akashic records. You and Archangel Metatron, Enoch, the scribe, the writer, you guys have it's like you're one in the same type energy. And my crown chakra is tingling like, it's like you guys are like this one in the same type energy, okay? Yeah. It's like you guys are this like one in the same type energy, okay? Yeah, you're one in the same. I'm going to get a little bit of tarot. Ooh. I'm going to get out this energy because thank you, spirit guides. Thank you, angels. Thank you, ancestors. Celebration in the Fool. Okay, you will be taking a leap of faith. There will be change. There will be change. Let's get something from the tarot and let's close it out. Thank you. Thank you for the messages. They're asking you to choose peace at this time. Oh, I was just going to say this. Oh, Spirit. I was just going to say this. Okay, when I looked at my notes, I wrote something earlier. I choose peace. No one will hurt or get the energy that was sent out to me, that was sent to me. This was about heartache and remembering the heartache, not getting over the heartache. Some of you all are trying to you kind of feel like that revenge energy in you. Okay, choose peace because you are highly intuitive and you are picking up on the collective energy of revenge. Okay, choose peace. Allow your ancestors to deal with it. That's what I do. I take it out of my mind and I let my ancestors deal with it. I just let it go because, man, the universe always balances itself, okay? The Wheel of Fortune, because you have so much more coming in. You're going to be sitting on your throne, okay? It's not worth it. And so I just warn people, don't go do no fucked up shit to me. Because that would be the dumbest thing. Why would you want to hurt somebody that only means you well? What is your point in that? I don't know. Humans are a funny species. And it's not their fault. It's their programming, okay? But some humans can be like reptilians. That's just what it is. Especially if the shit that I've seen. Yeah, some humans are just reptilian. They house that energy within them, okay? And that's just what it is. But you guys have the angels with y'all. That's why I said Archangel Metatron. Archangel Uriel is here too, okay? Temperance balancing you out, okay? So, thank you. Allow this to balance your emotions. You see how she's pouring in that cup? So allow, man, the angels to help balance your heart, okay? Because it's not worth it. It's never fucking worth it. Just don't do anything. Just allow your ancestors to do it. And then you have to think, people don't be in purposely unless they reptilians, okay? But most humans don't purposely be trying to hurt you. Hurt people. And sometimes, they can show you what you're harvesting within you. Okay, take that as a resonate. A lot of people don't feel that way because a lot of people are not guided by nature. They're not guided by the universe. Thank you. A lot of people are not guided by the universe. And when you're not guided by the universe, you can't see everything. You can't perceive it, right? You can't perceive that you can't perceive that someone is mimicking your wound to you. If you can't perceive that, right? And so only some people, maybe it's just me, that's just me guided by the universe, okay? I don't know. But I see people as the universe is showing me what it is in me that I need to clear or heal, especially if it's triggering me. And I would take that and I would just use it as 444 for my timer. Use it as alchemy. I will use it as a flame to fuel my healing. And so some people don't receive that like that. There was a guy on my page, he just was like, that's bullshit, and people are fucked up individuals, and he was like, this message don't resonate with nobody. Like, he was really hurt, and I felt bad for him, because maybe he don't feel like he guided by the universe. Maybe he don't know that everybody are mirror reflections of each other, right? But there are reptilian people, right? And your guides will always let you know before you meet a reptilian, because how it was appearing to me, I start seeing skin, alligator skin, snake skin. I start seeing like the reptilian looking eyes. You know how that bulge? I would see like the slit in the eyes, snake eye. I would start seeing that. And so this energy, whoa, the reptilians is the ones that contaminated humans. I'm sure you all know that. This just was a realization for me. They brung them shame. They brung them fear. They brung them murder. They did that. So this just was an energetic shift for me. Like I said, I'm sure you all know that, but this was something energetically that I just gained some deeper awareness with. Whoa. Okay, but anyway, what else, Spirit? What you want to say about that? I'm trying to think if I should follow this thread, because if I do this reading, gonna be long. What's the energy? Your ancestors are here with you all at this time. Your guides, they're making sure that you accomplish what needs to be accomplished, okay? They're making sure that you hold a right thought, that you clear out a lot of bullshit that is no longer resonating with you all anymore. Queen of Swords. You could be an air sign, don't have to be, but they're making sure that your thoughts stay with you. This could be regarding how you pick up collective energy, okay? You knowing that collectively, that's what the fuck you do. The people in the world are the people in the world. There is nothing you can do about the people in the world. So when you get that energy, you have to understand that it is not coming from you. It is coming from the people within the world, okay? And they are hurting, right? And so they are crying. And you are not to take it onto you, right? And so this is this Queen of Swords energy. You knowing. It's like when you know somebody to be a snake-ass person, you know how to deal with them accordingly, right? So it's like you knowing the collective is, especially if you are claircognizant, telepathic, and you pick up on this shit, you know it's just what it is, right? And you're not here to change any of it. You're here to, right, cut yourself from the collective energy, if that makes sense. You are here to, period. You are here to cut yourself from the collective energy. Four of Swords. You are here to, thank you, meditate, to be able to go into that space of separation, of separateness. You not believing, you believing the only reason you have a piece of you in collective is because you don't believe yourself to be whole. You don't believe yourself to be whole. That's the only reason you have a piece of you still in collective, just like the fucking ancestors. They still have a piece of them in the collective. So you automatically have that tie. You automatically have that string to the collective, okay? Because you guys don't know that you are whole. So whatever fucking piece of you that is floating out in the collective, okay, grab that motherfucker and bring them back on in the house. Because that's what come on in the house. It's time to come in the house. You don't need to be out here playing with these children no more. This is just the energy it's giving me. Jeez. So it's like your ancestors, okay? And once you bring yourself from the collective, your ancestors gonna follow suit. They gonna come on home. They gonna go in the house too, okay? Because they gonna see how you did it, okay? That's what you're here for, right? Yes. Whew. Man. What else, Spirit? Oh, Spirit. Look at that. Fast movement. Fast movement. Okay, you're going to have a permanent shield. Okay, this always give me that shield energy. Okay, so that you can work on what the fuck you need to work on for the greater good of future star babies, star children, star seeds, right? Because you are the master builder and you have a fucking job to do here. Okay, you came here to complete something, right? And so once you dislocate, dislodge, whatever fucking cord, because I'm seeing a cord floating, stuck, like in the collective. I'm seeing this cord. It's like a piece of your consciousness. That's why this shamanic journey is here. You're gonna figure out what the fuck it is. Okay, you're gonna know what it is. It's different for everyone, but you're gonna know what it is. And so once you realize what's stuck into the collective, remember I was talking about like caring about what people say. That was something for me, like, and it could be for collective, but that was for me. Like I cared about what people said, what they thought. And so I understood that because I cared about what people thought spiritually, I just got it all, because spirits was like, oh, she cares, she'll listen to us. My ancestor was like, Missy Pooh, look at all these people waiting to talk to you in the spirit. I'd be like, holy shit. Like, and it's just like, this bitch wouldn't turn off. And I would just be like, and then I got it. I realized it, right? And so, boundaries. Man. But anyway, I'm sorry, Spirit's talking to me about some sadness. They making jokes. Okay, it's an inside joke, because where's this guy? Is they funny? But anyway, once you figure out what this is, there will be boundaries there. You see how that swirl to where you're no longer attached to the collective, right? You're no longer picking up on that. You're able to focus here, what it is that you're here to do, okay? You're able to focus there, right? Because that's just what you're here to do, okay? The tower. You're here to bring towers to shit, to structures, to things that have been in place for so long. Wow. Things that kept people in this type of energy, okay? You're here to bring towers to this energy here, okay? Yeah, you're here to show people how to see things differently. I don't know what that is for you, okay? Take that if it resonates. If you don't feel like you have a mission here, this shit ain't for you, okay? Whew. What else, Spirit? But this is what you're here to do. You're here to bring towers to shit. I saw a video earlier about Dr. Sebi, about how he went up against Big Pharma and they tried to sue him and shit like that. But then later on, they wind up like try to locking him up for money embezzlement, and he wind up dying in the jail or whatever. And so I seen something like that, a video like that. So you're here to do something free the people, free people. I need to free my mind. Oh my God, Spirit, I don't even know this song. Set me free, free than an ocean. I don't know the song, okay? Look, I'm not very popular, okay? Well, I am popular, but I don't know stuff. You know what I found out? Fuck around and found out. I just found that out today. Jeez, I'm such a lame. I don't care. I know important stuff. I don't need to know them things. So you're here to help people, look, help their happiness continue. Like, help whatever this bullshit is, reptilian shit. Okay, you know I'm not a conspiracy theorist, okay? But you're here to stop this, okay? You're here to stop this. I am not a conspiracy theorist, you know. Things are what it is, right? But there are other structures in play. And so when I'm shown different, I consider myself very intelligent. And when I'm shown different, I know how to see things from a different perspective. I am never closed-minded, okay? Because that closed-minded bullshit, it keeps you stuck, okay? And then we have it from the Nine of Wands to the Empress, period. Because this is what you all are going to be doing. Man. Yes. Eight of Pentacles. Yep. Two of Pentacles. There is a union here. I feel like somebody is going to be asking you to come work with them, okay? Because they see you are the Empress, okay? Somebody wants you to work with them. They see you are the Empress. They see you have a certain, and your Empress could be a man or a woman, okay? It's an energy, okay? You know, it's a fucking energy. What is this spirit? Somebody's going to want you to work with them. You are being called to tune into the emotion, thoughts, and the physical energy of others so that you can help others hear and clear unwanted energy. Okay? Clear empathy. Okay? This is something that you all are awakening to. And if you are tapped into the energy of others, of this realm, you ain't gonna be able to help others, okay? You're here to help them move this fucking energy, feng shui. You're here to help them move this energy. Didn't I say that? The Seven of Pentacles. What did I see? The Seven of Swords. And what was that? The Seven of Swords. Jesus. I forget. I'll put the damn cards up. But you are here to help people not get their energy stolen. You're here to help people create. I'm going to put up a PDF I created about the three minds, okay? So that you could distinguish the difference between the three, okay? So you're here to do that, okay? To tap in, but you're going to do that by tapping in with yourself, okay? So that's something that you're here to do, okay? You're going to be able to feel others. And you're going to be able to feel others' angels also. Angel readings. Clear empathy is like, you all could do dice divination, coaching, because your angels are going to show you how to coach, okay? They're going to send you messages through dice also. And show you how to do chakra work, okay? Yeah, you're going to know how to align chakras of the animals also, because we have animal communication. And this is all a part of clear empathy, right? It's just different branches of clear empathy, okay? And so you're learning how to be, an empowered empath. And keep your energy sacred. That's what you're learning, okay? So, this reading was what it was, okay? I don't have no control over what the fuck comes out. You know, spirit comes in, the divine comes in, and that energy does what the fuck it needs to do. And, you know, I step aside. To thy will, I will to do thy will. If thy will be difficult, keep me strong and keep me safe, keep me strong, and keep my ego out of it. That's my motto. I live by that. Who did I hear that from? I forget her name. She's a coach also. I can forget her name. To thy will, I will to do thy will. Man, what is her name? Constance Mesmer. That's her name. Yeah, she's a coach. And so I listened to her on YouTube when I was first learning about my intuition and how to recognize it. And so, yeah, she has that saying. And so, yeah, when I first started trying to recognize my intuition a few years ago, I would listen to her. Although I still had, it took me some time, but it wasn't because of her. It was because I needed to know what spirit sounded like for me. It was never about me having someone else to do it. It was never someone else's responsibility to do it, if that makes sense. It was always about me understanding it on my own, me creating the time to get to know my intention, get to know my intuition, me sitting with myself to get to know myself, right? That's what it was about. It was never about it being spoon-fed to me that way. It was never about that for me. It was me doing the shit. That's what it was about for me. And so that's what I had to do. And so, because I was one day gonna teach it, okay? And so maybe your path is like that. Maybe other readers or other teachers may not work for you, okay? And that is okay. It is because Spirit is gonna be your teacher. And you're just gonna have to accept that, okay? But as Spirit stated before, keep trying. Try and try again. Try again. It don't matter. Just keep going, keep trying. Because maybe the fire that you need, the inspiration that you need, it may just be a lesson in it. Like with me, I was just like, fuck it. I'm just gonna do it. And I don't know what the outcome gonna be. And I ain't doing this shit no more. Like, it was kind of that energy. I had some spunk in it. I had some pizzazz about myself when I did it. And that shit clicked right on. So I had to get in that state in order to, to bring that energy onto me. Holy Santa Claus shit. So, you know, it's a lady that be on YouTube, not YouTube, on Facebook. She does like flips. She does anime poses, like really acrobat poses. And she just don't go right into the pose. She has to do a whole fucking dismount, flip, back bend, leg over the shoulder, over the feet type of shit in order to get the pose that's she's trying to achieve. If that makes sense, right? She has to do a whole routine in order to get into that pose. So where we think it's so simple, all you gotta do is do like this. No, she has to do like a roundhouse, a flip, a twirl, and land, and then do the position. Okay, this is gonna be an interesting night because I see Spirit still downloading. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here. Take care. Now I say, you got this. I'm rooting for you, okay? Bye.